Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. In this video, I just want to spitball about some ideas about the two witnesses. You know, everyone knows this is a topic that people debate over and study, and it's really a mystery. But I found something in the Odes of Solomon that clearly referred to the two witnesses being, we know Elijah, John the Baptist is supposed to be Elijah, and the two witnesses represent Elijah and Moses, and Enoch probably fits in there somehow or another. And it also seems to be that the two witnesses could be multitudes of people. So what's the answer? What I'm trying to get to is, I think the answer is both, as we usually find, the mysteries of God being. I think the two witnesses are going to be Elijah and Moses, likely as a single person. And the churches that I believe he will raise up on his left hand and on his right, as the prophecies say. So let's get into that. So we know John the Baptist is supposed to be like Elijah, and Elijah is supposed to come as the two witnesses. The extra biblical text from 300 AD and all that stuff, they have revelation that Elijah, serving as, one of the witnesses, will be prophesying about the coming of the Antichrist. And it's kind of interesting. We all know that John the Baptist is the forerunner of Christ, and if John the Baptist is supposed to be Elijah to come, it's kind of interesting how the person that's going to be prophesying, warning the people in the Great Tribulation about the coming of the Antichrist, we all know how that plays out. They'll murder him, they'll get gifts, they'll leave his body in the streets for 3 days, they'll start giving gifts. It'll be the same, and then when Christ comes, it's going to be the same person. So that's pretty interesting. This kind of plays out as the two witnesses, and starting off as one person, okay, like I said before. There's a revelation here in the Odes of Solomon, Ode 25. It's clearly messianic prophecy. You did set a lamp on my right hand and at my left, and in me there shall be nothing that is not bright. So let's look at the prophecies of the two witnesses. Revelation 11, 3 through 4. And I give power unto my two witnesses, and they shall prophesy 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth. They are the two olive trees and the two candlesticks standing before the God of the earth. Now, here we go. The two candlesticks standing before the God of the earth. What did we just read in the Odes of Solomon? You did set a lamp at my right hand and at my left, right? So this kind of confirms what we're reading about, how the two witnesses could be one person initially, like the Moses and Elijah. I think that might be one person. And that'll serve as the two candlesticks, right? And then Moses is going to bring people out of the Exodus. Elijah is going to, we're going to talk about that, but that could be the two olive trees, because olive trees are kind of wild. Olive trees are kind of people brought into the faith, so to speak, right? And we see this also in Zechariah 4, right? Another prophecy of the two witnesses. What you see are my two olive trees upon the right side of the candlestick and upon the left thereof. So, if the Messiah is given a lamp on his right hand and a lamp on his left, meaning Moses and Elijah, and what we see in Revelation, that's going to be the two candlesticks, and the two olive trees could be the churches these individual figures raise up. Now, remember the writings of Abraham. Let me see if I can pull this off. Okay, we have a prophecy in the writings of Abraham on the return of Elijah. Moreover, in the last days I will raise up out of my loins of your heir. This is God talking to Abraham. Out of your heir, a choice seer, right? That's Elijah. Through whom the fullness of my gospel shall be restored to the earth, and all things shall be restored as the beginning. This is what the prophecies confirm about Elijah, right? In the last closing verses of Malachi. But here we go. Here's the kicker. For upon him shall rest the priesthood of the fathers, and he shall commence the organization of the holy order, which was in the beginning of the world, which shall be consumed before the Son of God shall walk again upon the earth. This exactly confirms what we're reading in our Bibles. Elijah will bring the hearts of the sons to the fathers, and the hearts of the fathers to the sons. That's what this is saying. So, and it's really amazing how we see this messianic prophecy in the Odes of Solomon, that this one single figure is given 2 lampstands. So, that's what I think the mystery of the 2 witnesses are. It's both. It's Elijah and Moses likely being a single person, but those mantles on that person are going to raise up 2 separate churches, 2 separate two olive trees, perhaps. And in all, that will be the 2 witnesses. So that's what it could be. That's what the scriptures seem to be pointing out. So I just wanted to share that. Really amazing. Alright guys, for those who have ears to hear, let them hear. I'll leave all this stuff in the description box below. You can check it out yourself. Okay, God bless you. Thanks for tuning in.